Am I the a-hole if I refuse to give my fiancé money ever again? My fiancé and I have 2 kids. We agreed that I'd stay home and care for them until they both go off to school. He'd pay all the bills and such since it'd be a lot cheaper for me to stay home versus sending our disabled child to daycare. I received some money for Xmas from my dad that he told me to spend on myself and the kids. Fiancé owned out about this money and asked to borrow it. I told him I didn't really want to since we needed diapers and wipes and other stuff for our kids, and I planned on buying those with the money my dad gave me. My mom ended up buying them as a late gift. Fiancé decided to write out a contract that stated he legally had to pay me back in 2 weeks. I added in that if he couldn't pay it by his own deadline, that he'd owe an additional $100, and he agreed to that. He signed the contract and marked it with a thumbprint and everything. The first deadline was on the 13th of this month. He paid me $5 back of the $125 he owed me by then. The second deadline is the 31 Saint. He's now telling me he just can't pay it back and is saying that partners don't do this, that they're supposed to help each other out, etc. I told him it was his idea for the contract and that he agreed to both terms. It's even on video of him signing it dead of you. My thing is, I wouldn't be so pressed about being paid back if the day I lent him the money he didn't decide to buy $60 worth of weed instead of paying his car note like he said he would. He's saying I should be more than glad to help my partner who's struggling. Which I would be, if he wouldn't spend his bill money on weed and the lottery. So I told him either he can pay back the full amount of $225 that he agreed to paying me, or he will get absolutely nothing from me anymore. I have 0 income. The money I get is gifted to me by family, or on the rare occasion from him. I've been trying to find a work-from-home job, but haven't found one I qualify for yet. And since he doesn't work a regular job, I can't just work on his off hours since he doesn't have a set schedule. Some days he works mornings, some days he works nights, and he doesn't know until the day of or the day before. AITA here.